I used to be terrified of this movie that was called Beyond the Door. And it used to scare me and my brothers. And the commercial would always come on with the door slamming. It's a possession movie, and I don't like those for my own personal reason. And it would always have this girl like in your face in the commercial, man. And I remember my brothers and I used to sit right in front of the TV, and my dad would go, get away from the TV. You're too close, Mom. You remember your eyes. That movie taught us to move away from the television because you never knew when that damn commercial was coming on. And you'd be like right up against the television, look, the rah in your face. You're like, oh shit. And you'd fall back, and my dad would laugh and go, yeah, that's what you get. But will you stop it, Kat? I used to grow up in a house where the lights would go off a lot. And it was an old house where you had those screw-in fuses, which were outside of the house. So you had to walk all the way through the house, outside, down the step, down the alley along the side of the house, open up the fuse thing, which had to be locked so people don't come and steal or turn things off and try to break in. And I remember one night I was reading The Exorcist. My brother Gene was in the tub, and Mike was watching something on television, and that commercial came on, and Mike went, Gene goes, screamed because Mike screamed, and then the electricity went off, and I threw that damn book across the room. And then I crawled on the ground and found Mike and was like, shut up, just quit screaming. And then we had to crawl through the hall to find where my brother was in the tub. And we pulled him out of the tub, and then we crawled our way to the front door. And I said, we got on my porch. I said, I'm gonna go check the light. And then I went, and I couldn't get in because it was locked. And I was like, I got to go back in the house. And I walked up, and they're all sitting, and I started to open the door, and I'm what the hell with this? And I started walking, and they're like, where are you going? I said, I'm gonna go sit down under that street light. I ain't going in here and try to figure out what's going on after that. And my brother's like, I ain't got any clothes on. I was like, well, that's your fault. You were in the shower. And he was like, fine. And he just walks down the street strutting his stuff. And we're sitting underneath this street lamp about a block away from our house. And my mom and dad are coming home from being out that night. And I see the truck pass. I was like, I think that's Dad. And then it started to back up, and he's like, what the hell are y'all doing out of the house this time? Lights out. Why didn't you put in the fuse? Because I couldn't find the key. It was a lie. But he didn't know that. And he was like, we were like, okay, he's going to let us jump into the back of the bed, and he'll drive us home. And he was like, no, y'all got your ass down here. Y'all can figure out how to walk home. And we saw him just head back towards the house and park. And so we're like walking. My mom's just like shaking her head. She wraps her coat around my brother, Gene. And then we go to walk in, and my dad's like, okay, you guys go in first. What the hell? You're the dad? And he's like kind of nudging us. And he was like, we'll get over by the bar, and I know where my flashlight is. And we're walking, and he grabs the flashlight. We go over to the drawer that's in the kitchen where the key was. We go outside and, get the door open. He's got the flashlight looking, and we don't have the fuse that we need to turn everything back on. And I was like, and what were we supposed to do if we could have got in?
Absolutely no.
No, I got that hand from Nebraska.
I know.
Shut up, boy. And so we went, he lit we had, what do you call them? Hurricane lamps and stuff. And we spent the night in the house in the dark with the lamps. And, we were like, okay, it's okay. We can see everything. And then my mom walks around the house going, we don't want any fire. So we're like, what the hell? No, leave one of them things on. I'm not crawling on the floor in the dark to go to the bathroom tonight unless you want me to pee all over the toilet. And so she left one on in the bathroom.